last night I talked to my brain twin for 4 hours, and then I went to sleep around 2, and I definitely had what you might call psychosis in the night, and just laid there and waited it out. But it was uncomfortable for sure. There's like sensations moving through my heart and body, and scary thoughts a bit, but I waited it out until all the fear left, and then got up, and so everything I was saying yesterday, I forget anyway, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that. I'm not really feeling sad about it. I'm just sort of like, man, this is hard. And so I'm gonna eat more of these donuts to help. And when it was happening in the night, I was like, oh, damn it, I need to get my car fixed tomorrow. How am I gonna get up? But I'm up, I'm showered. I'm gonna drop my car off in about half an hour and hopefully renew my insurance tomorrow, and then all the things that are time sensitive are done, and maybe I can just crash and just stay home and do nothing. Read, study. I don't know. Tonight I'm gonna take a sleeping pill. And go back to trying to sleep like 10, 12 hours. Because I've been only sleeping probably 6. Last night maybe 4. I feel awake, but it's not good for the brain. And this morning I took some D serum, and then took my supplements, and I took less dopamine supplements today. No tyrosine. I'm gonna not drink coffee again. I think it just sped me up too much and it fried me. But I'm not really feeling fried. It was scary and it lasted quite a long time last night. I don't know how long, but I feel like I can function, which is good. Back to the drawing board. That's a good marshmallow. What a day. I've been crying and I'm PMSing, but that's not the most of it. I think I already mentioned how I had a shitty ass sleep. Yesterday I was flying high and like, yeah, I'm gonna get engaged, yeah, I'm gonna be social, I'm gonna do all that I can with people, I love people, and I'm like, brain implosion. And last night when I was sleeping, I had like the thing happen where I could feel my heart beating. It was more subtle, but I could feel the energy moving through my heart, and there's pain and kind of like fear and the sensation of death and awfulness. And I went to bed at 2, woke up at 7, but I was up before that with that feeling. And then when that feeling was going on, I sensed, how the hell am I going to get my car in today? Like, am I going to have to sleep in or take a sleeping pill? Or I don't even know what time it is because it's pitch black in there. I wasn't looking at the time. And so, at least when it stopped, I was able to get up and just shower and drop off my car. And then they don't have the coolant or whatever, refrigerant to fix the AC. And I was just like, oh shit, I need that car fixed so I can take off. Like, I don't know if I can stand it here. But being in nature, looking at this water right now and hearing all the different birds, especially that one that was up like that. It's like, never heard that one before this year. Wasn't here last year. Last year, this time I was in California. So yeah, I just have to think about my happy place. And, I just really can't say anything about what to do. Just do whatever and talk about things at the time, but don't talk about tomorrow. Because there is no tomorrow. And so I know I need more sleep tonight. I'm going to take a sleeping pill. I don't care if I sleep like 20 hours. And, I think, I have more energy. I didn't need as much sleep. Like, you could think of this as like typical bipolar thinking or whatever, but I was sleeping like 6 hours. It wasn't like 2, which some people can have happen. So yeah, I wanted to test out, can I do 6 hours sleep and get more done? Shit, it's Monday. I have my online group at 6:30, so I can't just hang out at this park. So forgetful. So yeah, I don't know how long that test worked of waking up at, say, 9 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and sleeping at 12 or 1 or 11. And I know that's not quite enough sleep, but I was feeling wide awake. I woke up and I felt wide awake, and that's the thing. One goes into a space of feeling wide awake no matter what. And it's kind of nice after sleeping for 12 or 13 hours for months. And so that didn't last very long. That was only a few days. So I don't know if, since I laid low for so many months through the last period of time, which could have been energetic had I been roaming around, but I was choosing to spend time in nature like I am right now. I think it could be possible that my sort of dopamine self-doership circuits are quite weak. And they could get blown out a lot easier. So I might have to really be careful about that, even more so. So it's not a failure because everything is an experiment, and I was going to maybe experiment, unless I forgot, about doing more, engaging more with life, like human life. And I didn't forget, because today my brain just imploded. When I got back from dropping off my car, I was trying to write this thing, but I felt so tired. I laid on the couch, started crying. Like, I'm not resisting any of these experiences, I'm just describing them. And then, I'm closing my eyes, and the thing that happened on the island, kind of when I first got there, happened, which is I can see flashes of images, like consciousness, like awareness is going somewhere else in the world and just taking a snapshot of different places. Or I don't know if they're memories or past life memories, or we share the same human brain, we share the same human consciousness. It's all like one field, so the brain can go do those types of things. But why does it do it? I don't understand. Like, why does it want me to lay on the couch for hours and see people? and things and stuff. Like, I was listening to something on my phone, but I was thinking of grabbing my phone and like just keeping my eyes closed and describing what I was seeing. Sometimes there'd be a gap of like a minute or two before I saw anything, but sometimes it'd be sort of like one thing and then another. You know, sometimes it was like a full person and they sort of pop into view, and then sometimes it's like I saw like part of an elevator door. I saw like a white truck and then somebody opened the door, like just sort of half on the driver's side of like a white SUV or van or something, and saw people clear as day, you know, and I don't know what it is that I'm seeing or what the hell the point of it is. But I feel that if one doesn't lay down and rest and allow the brain to travel or integrate or do whatever the fuck it's doing, that sometimes I might imagine I know what it is doing, that shit comes and interferes in life. So like if I wasn't laying down and letting it do its process and I was walking about, like that stuff would be interfering, and then I could be responding to it superimposed on life and then thinking that it had something to do with the moment, and it doesn't, and then I get all freaked out and then end up in the psych ward. So I just have to lay down and let that process wear itself out. And it did. I was probably laying there for probably like 4 hours, which was the time I didn't sleep, right? So it's like dream stuff, or it's the light realm, and like the brain wants to go there. It doesn't want to be in this heavy, dense reality. Hence the desire for suicide sometimes. But that's not the answer. And I'm experiencing this not as like a mood, even though it appears as a mood. It's like, I don't understand. Like, I've made sense of a lot of it with myself, but it's not like I remember anything I say. Sometimes I feel like this is how people with dementia might start to feel, but I don't want to say that type of word. Oh my god, there's the smallest bunny I've ever seen. Oh my god, he's so cute. So it makes it impossible to plan anything. A friend said, oh, do you want to come downtown on like sometime this week? I'm like, I don't know, like, how do I say? I don't know if I'm going to sleep well tonight, or I will. And then I'm supposed to maybe play tennis tomorrow. I might feel fine tomorrow. I don't know, but or go to the beach. It's not going to be that nice, but you know, I sort of had plans to be more social, and then like maybe I can only hang out in the park with nature. So I haven't really been coming to this park, but I could definitely do that. But my car has this like stick shaker feature if you're departing from the lane, and they had to do a factory reset on the settings, and now it's like shaking if I'm not even close to the lines. It's so, I don't know if like a car with all these freaking electronics is good for me, because electronics screw up around me. So it's just gonna be one annoying thing after another, and I shouldn't say that, but that's what it is so far. Like, I don't need anything. I don't want anything. Maybe I want my sanity. I'm tired of this. One thing I am learning, though, is to keep this shit to myself. I talk to my friends about struggles, but I don't say, oh, I just spent time crying. Well, maybe I do. I don't even remember. I don't remember anything. When I was laying there and like seeing those things, like I'm always trying to learn, no matter what, even if it's shit. I felt like when I could see stuff, my body wasn't there in a way. And then when it stopped, when it wasn't black or seeing something, I clicked back into my body and it was like, so like whatever is leaving the body, like it's trying to leave the body. So I don't know if the goal is to like get out of the body or to try to be in the body, like, you know. And then I realized that this has always been happening my whole life. I just didn't notice. It wasn't really so pronounced, but it's just kind of frustrating to feel like the social pressure of, oh, you know, get your 9-to-5 job, work, get your this, get that, be happy. And it's like, I don't even know what's going to happen the next day. Like, there's no accumulation. And the world's not designed for that. It's not just designed to get up in the morning, shower, and like walk around and see what the hell's happening. That's called mania. That's called crazy. And then today I didn't even think to maybe take some extra taurine or take some extra glycine because I was feeling like I was crying or whatever. It's just, I could try to remember those things, but it's hard. And it's like too cold where I live. Because I had a space heater pointing right at me, laying on the couch, freezing, I'm shaking. I finally warm up. I just don't think I can be inside again. You know, so this is what it's like. And I don't think it was like this before. It's getting kind of worse because I don't like where I'm living. And then the more I don't like it, the more it traps me, because if I'm not in a good state of mind, it's really hard to create my way out of the situation. So it's like chicken or egg. And I remember when it first happened 7 years ago, I really wanted to leave, but I got crushed by gravity and I couldn't even move. It wouldn't let me leave. And I got carted off to the psych ward. So I don't want that to happen again. And now I don't have a mental health team to go to, so that my only way back in is a fucking psych ward, and I don't want to go. it's like, how does one get out? I'm just gonna leave, like, once my air conditioning is done. I don't know if I'll leave right away, but maybe September 1st, maybe August 1st. You know, California's a higher vibe, I'm sorry, but it is, and I don't want to keep, like, vibing really high and, like, enjoying my friends, which I love, enjoying, you know, most aspects of my life. And then I go home and the vibe is like this, and my brain has to implode in order to be able to, I don't know, it's nobody's fault. You know, it would be like quantum physicists trying to teach Newtonian physics to 8-year-olds. It's just, it's just not right. It doesn't vibe, you know? So I think walking a lot of this off will be good, and I think I need to realize that it is going to be a hard 3 months, whether that 3 months starts July 20th or it started late June before I left for the island. Probably then, so, you know, I'm only about halfway through. It's going to be challenging. I'm going to have to lay there sometimes like a slug and wait until all of a sudden I feel like I can get up. You know, I'm worried that one day I'll just be catatonic and dragged into the psych ward and electroshocked. I don't really fear that because I feel like I have it pretty much under control, but I don't know. In some respects, I don't like where I live. I just don't. And I'm sorry to anybody who might be offended by that, but, you know. Yeah, so much for people. Back to nature. To my class tonight, knock myself out. You know, my brain twin and I, we got into some pretty deep stuff. He said a lot of the stuff that I've talked to myself about. He's like, I think this process is death. I'm like, that's exactly it. That's what I've been talking to myself about. It's death. I'm sick of dying. I'll just keep these types of, you know, moodiness stuff to myself, but I want to talk to myself about it and as it and with it because that's what's happening. And what am I supposed to do? Just walk in the forest all day fucking long? Tomorrow, in between crying and freaking out, I'm going to renew my car insurance, and once my air conditioning in my car gets fixed, I just get a job. Like, I just need somebody to tell me what to do, to cooperate with something like that somebody's building, because I can't organize shit. All I can do is kind of feed myself, go on bursts of being social and driving around and singing, walk in parks, talk to myself, which I might have already said and I forgot already. I'm okay with forgetting, but it's kind of like, I don't know. One forgets, but one also knows what one doesn't want to do. Anyway, I'm gonna go home, do my online class, go to sleep. It's been a shit day, but I feel fine right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll sit in the infrared sauna. I think that helps because it warms me up, gets rid of some toxins from my body. Glad I have myself to listen to myself, because I don't have a mental health center. This is really dicey. Don't have a safe place to live that I like, that isn't freezing fucking cold. And then I close the air conditioning vents, it's so stuffy. And I have my window taped up so I can't open it in the bedroom. So I'm just getting frustrated because I try really hard and it's just annoying. It's really annoying. And I think I have it pretty good, so I feel really bad for other people who deal with this. I'm one of the lucky ones and it's still really hard. I honestly don't know how much longer I want to do this. And in a way I'd be happy if the universe intervened and just took me out so I didn't have to. I really shouldn't say that out loud, but you know, if I try to take myself out, I'll probably just end up in this stupid psych ward on ECT in olanzapine, jump off a bridge, you know? So people just don't understand. That they don't understand who and what they are, and I don't fucking know either. No, but I'd like to have a conversation about it so we can talk about it. Not people tell me you're crazy, mentally ill, bipolar. There's a world of light, like there's another fucking world. It's so goddamn obvious. If other people would wake up, we could all live there and be happy. But no, I gotta come back to this physical plane, walk around like an idiot, not knowing what I'm doing because people who think they know me want me here. Just so they can know in their mind that I'm alive. But I'm not. For their own comfort. Well, this isn't comfortable. So they can continue to willing to hope that I'll be a fucking drone one day. Like everyone else that's able to do that. And you know what? I don't know how people are able to do that. I used to be able to. I had a paper route when I was 5. I babysat when I was 10. I've been working since I was 5 years old. Like, I'm on early retirement, people. Well, that's my anger, and that's what I'm going to use Byron Katie's process of the work on. My brain twin was talking about it and saying it was helpful, and sometimes when I'm vibing high, I don't think I need that kind of shit. But there are definitely some negative beliefs operating, obviously, around this dynamic. I just really don't like the whole, you be happy the way we imagined your life to be for you. Like, that's fucking bullshit. If you're gonna have that perspective towards your child, do not procreate. I'm sure as hell not gonna procreate.